kind of disaster is never pleasant.
Welcome to the Casual Preppers podcast.
These safety measures are essential.
The only place for prepping, survival, and entertainment.
This will be your source of survival instructions and information. Every member of the family must be coached in the business of survival.
Here are your hosts, Cam and Kobe.
Episode 116.
Get all pumped up with this new song.
Yeah, man. Today we decided to do an episode that's a little different, right? We're kind of sick of the
It's medium
election and the world ending, people dying, and things getting burned.
Yep.
This is the opposite of that.
So we're going to talk about the independent party.
Yeah, yeah. What are we talking about then? What are we doing?
We thought it'd be interesting to talk about animal survival. How do you survive the wild animals?
Yeah, and some of them aren't
If you're
even
gonna
wild,
be bugging
right?
out.
Some of
Yeah,
them.
it's true.
Some of them aren't.
The scariest ones are probably not.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
But
So
yeah.
like animal attacks,
Yeah,
things
how
like
How
that.
do you survive? What do you do? How do you get
Yeah.
away? If you should get away, or what should you do?
Yeah. You
It's
should
a little
get away.
ridiculous.
It is a little ridiculous, but we just thought that would be fun. So
Just know we don't work on Animal Planet
no.
Discovery. So
No.
you may have different opinions here, but most of these facts are true.
Many of them are made up.
Yes, yes.
But you'll know that when they're made up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cam, did you know that most subscription boxes are full of samples and junk you'll never use? But not Battlebox. It's the monthly subscription box for men and women, full of solid gear for adventure seekers, survivalists, outdoor enthusiasts, and casual preppers. Each month, Battlebox sends you the coolest selection of handpicked outdoor survival and everyday carry gear, all valued at far more than what you'd normally pay. You never know what's in the next box, but here's a sampling of what users received this month. The Southern Survival 1.3-gallon mil-spec jerry can with spout. Cam liked it.
How a survival box with a freaking jerry can in it?
Yeah, beat that.
Who's gonna do that?
Battlebox
That's
is.
the only
That's who.
one.
And then the Revolt Remove knife. That's a really cool knife
It is
that
a
you
really cool
liked. It
knife.
has the gut hook that pulls out of the handle. So sweet.
It's a sweet handle.
Yeah, all of this badassness starts at just $30 a month. They've shipped almost 1 million boxes and won Best Men's Subscription Box of 2017. Our listeners get a free tactical knife when you sign up at trybattlebox.com/casualpreppers. That is trybattlebox.com/casualpreppers. Get your first Battlebox plus a free knife at trybattlebox.com/casualpreppers.
Listener reviews starts now.
Get it, Cameron, get it.
You want me to read it?
I do.
There's one sentence that I don't get, but okay.
Figure it out.
Campaign ad.
Get it, campaign.
Oh, that's good.
That is good.
Are you tired of choosing between two candidates who are not qualified to run a country?
I am.
Well, don't vote orange man.
Mhm.
Vote gray man. Right in Kobe and Cam 2020.
That's right.
Tactical Geese, which we'll talk about.
Uh-huh.
On the White House lawn. Actually, some dope first ladies won.
Yep.
What is that?
I don't know. It's just an
think it's a
extra,
typo.
just an extra letter.
And who wouldn't want to hear Cam close out a press conference with a good Tactica on a national level? Cam and Kobe 2020 probably won't kill you.
That is like the best campaign slogan ever. Probably won't kill you. And by the way, it's not Cam and Kobe 2020. It's Kobe Cam 2020.
Oh,
you
sorry.
read that wrong.
I did read
You
that
read it
wrong.
wrong, but that's okay.
I'm protecting you.
Yeah.
I'll take the
You'll take the
the
heat.
heat.
Yeah. So if you guys want to be a part of this portion of the podcast, go to iTunes, go to Facebook, go to the Kindle book on Amazon, or listen to this. Go to the Bigfoot film on Amazon Prime Video.
Oh, yeah.
Leave us a review there, 5 stars, and make it awesome.
Man, make it weird.
It's a mad, mad world.
Did you know there is a Kobe Cam?
No.
Kobi
Oh, really?
Cam. Yeah.
Oh, is
Somebody stole
Oh,
our campaign.
that's not cool.
Yeah.
So, speaking of campaign, the election is on its way.
Mhm.
It's here, pretty much. It's just around the corner.
Thank goodness, I guess.
Yeah, I'm glad it's here, but I'm also not glad it's here. Have a plan for Election Day, you guys, and the following weeks.
Yeah.
There's a few things that I read online in the last few days where there actually are some cities that are getting ready for the chaos that will probably ensue. Texas is preparing to send 1,000 troops to 5 major cities across the state to deter any civil disturbance post-election, while stores in Washington, D.C. are already boarding up their windows this week.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so just
What
know.
you guys doing? Election's coming.
Yeah, just getting election 2020.
Yeah.
You know?
We're gonna go in the bunker.
Yeah. Time to go. Vote online. Vote
That's
vote by
pretty-
mail.
Pretty freaky.
I know it's nuts. So just remember that that's coming and get ready for it. And then also remember our October prep challenge that we have going on. There's a few days left to get in on the action and to get entered to win our prize pack, which is pretty dang cool. You got a Wazoo survival cap or cash
Cobra
cap.
Cam pins for 2020.
Yeah, we should make some of those because that was a missed opportunity on our part.
That
We
really
should have done that.
was, dang it.
But anyways, that's what I got for Mad Mad World. It's all coming to an end on Tuesday.
Yeah. Outside of the election,
Mm-hmm.
this happened this month in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Chinese president called on troops to put all their minds and energy on preparing for war. So he visited the military base in southern province of Guangdong on Tuesday. According to the state news agency Xinhua or Hua. I don't know. He said, maintain a state of high alert, be absolutely loyal, absolutely pure, and absolutely reliable. Yeah, sounds a little bit scary. So
Yeah.
obviously, a lot of tensions with the United States, especially with us supporting and helping Taiwan, because China wants to consume everything. They want to own the planet Earth. Welcome to planet China.
I know. One world China.
Anyways, yeah, we're just pushing their buttons and they're pushing ours, so that's fun.
Yeah. Well, that's a good time. Mad
Yeah.
Mad World.
I didn't mean to bring that into it.
That's all right. That's all right.
Everybody's already
Today we're keeping things
high alert.
light. We're keeping things light, like getting eaten alive by an animal. Right?
Yeah, animals are scary.
They are scary.
No matter what, how big. I'm terrified to freaking put food in my hamster cage.
Are you? Yeah, those
He's
little suckers.
become a little bit.
Has he?
There's a thing called cage rage.
There is really? With
Yeah.
hamsters?
He's like biting bars. Like
Oh,
we got a pretty
jeez.
big cage for him, but
Yeah.
there's a cage rage, and I'm worried that he might have it. So he just wants to rip you to shreds.
What do you do? Just kill him? They got it? Is that
Flush
the,
him down the toilet.
you just flush?
No.
Oh, man. Here comes PETA.
Yeah, no, he's good. The kid,
Yeah.
like, you have to, like, some of the things to prevent cage rage is, like, put your hand in. It says on the website, put your hand in there and leave it for 5 minutes.
What?
So that he can, like, sniff around it. And I'm like,
Yeah,
5 minutes?
right.
I'm going to lose fingers.
No kidding.
Anyway,
If he bites you, just deal with it.
so all animals are scary,
Yeah,
okay?
they really are.
They all can turn on you.
So you put a section in here to kind of prevent animal attacks at your camp or your
Yeah.
bug out location camp. Do you want to go through these real quick and just
Yeah, I
kind of
wanted
give us
to
some tips?
To bring this up.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you think is the most deadly animal to human beings?
The most deadly animal?
Yeah. It's a little bit of a trick question.
Is it?
Because it's not necessarily an animal, but the most deadly thing.
Humans.
They're the second.
Oh, they are. So there's something
Humans are the second most deadly to other
more.
humans.
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Humans kill per year roughly 750,000 to 1 million.
Ooh.
Effing mosquitoes.
And I guess that's from disease.
Then
right?
humans, then snakes,
Then
then
snakes.
dogs, and then the tsetse fly.
Then
The
kangaroos.
Tsetse fly. I can't ever say that.
Tsetse fly.
Tsetse.
Sensi.
Tsetse. Tsetse. Tsetse.
It's a sensi fly.
Sinsei.
And they smell really good.
Yeah. Anyways, freaking mosquitoes and then humans. That's great.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that.
And then snakes and dogs. Dogs, I
get it.
knew were got to be in the top 5.
Sure.
Anyways, so before we go into specific animals,
Yeah.
just don't be a dummy. And let me tell you how
Okay.
to not be a dummy.
Oh, great.
Keep your camp clean.
Mm.
Don't leave trash all over.
Yeah.
Soiled linens.
Pretend your camp is like your crotch.
Okay.
You want to keep it clean, right? You wouldn't leave a fire going on your crotch.
Yeah.
You wouldn't leave food out on
Yeah,
your
you
crotch.
wouldn't leave just stuff laying around.
It's just
around
a
your
little
crotch.
mental thing to remember.
That's a good one. That was
Camp equals
number one
crotch.
thing that came up on Google.
It's
treat
gonna now.
garbage just as you would treat food. Either store
Sure.
it in a bear-proof container, hang it
Mm.
from a bear wire away from your campsite. Why would you hang it away? You're talking about hunting.
Yeah,
food, so-
sure. Well, it makes sense.
But you got to get it away. Don't put it over your tent.
Yeah.
You don't want your
Don't dangle it over there.
fresh elk dripping onto your tent. I want to know it's still there. I'm gonna go to bed.
That's a good idea. Yeah. It's a way to do
I
it.
want something to take it.
Yeah.
Don't take food into the tent.
Yeah, that's the hard thing,
Eat
too.
all your snacks and crap outside.
Because
your
when
tent.
you're camping, that's the first thing I want to do is I want to grab some snacks. I want to go get my sleeping bag, and I want to eat them.
Yep. Another thing that just from... Do you remember that was like 5 years ago that black bear drugged the kid out of the tent?
Yeah, I heard about
that. Was
that.
terrifying.
Yeah.
He was playing a game. Like I talked to one of the police officers that was on the thing, and he said he was playing like a little game that was like little chirps. And they figured that's what drew the bear in. It was obviously a crazy bear.
So they're blaming everything on video games these days.
Always.
He
So
got
anyways,
eaten 'cause he was playing video games.
Wear your headphones.
That's
so you can't hear any bear.
I know. He's like,
I gotta turn it up. Something's distracting me.
Is that thunder? What is that?
Why does my foot hurt? He's getting drugged through the woods. Remove pet food from the area.
Sure.
Pet food attracts bears. Okay.
Okay.
Never feed wild animals such as deer, raccoons. Squirrels. Squirrels
says
that can
raccoon.
attract cougars.
Ooh.
Don't feed those.
Don't feed
and
the old-
you don't want them to bring in the cougars.
Don't feed
And
the old
then
ladies.
have a self-defense weapon. I sleep with a hatchet
It's
after I take Lunesta.
Yeah. And it's really fun for the other person at camp too. And he mumbles things under his breath as he
Kobe
caresses
doesn't
his
feel
hatchet.
like this is the safest thing. And
like-
I would agree.
I'm like, I might die. That's
Yep.
what I was thinking
Yep.
most of the night.
I was told this week I shouldn't be giving advice.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't care.
That's fine.
Lunesta and a hatchet.
That's the way to
you're
go.
gonna be safe.
I get it.
So the other thing is you probably should work on your cardio.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because
you
most
may
of
be
this,
scaling a tree.
Mhm.
You may be running for your life.
yes,
You may have to fight until whichever you or the animal tires.
yeah,
You never know.
you really don't.
And so, yeah, cardio is a big deal.
Yeah.
I started running last night.
Did you?
First time ever.
Woo-wee. How was it? Did you do it?
It was rough. Found out if I can listen to a podcast, I seem to be a little more distracted.
Oh,
Than
good.
the pain and the sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was the other thing? Oh,
I don't know.
false facts.
Okay.
Menses does not attract bears.
That's a lie. I'm
It is a lie. That's why I'm telling you.
It doesn't attract them, huh?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Hmm.
So, I don't know.
That seems suspicious. I think
Same
it
with
does.
sharks. It doesn't attract sharks. Blood in the water.
Ma-
Shark Week.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to
Onto the actual
the
animals.
nitty
right?
gritty.
Another thing I was thinking about too. I just put this in here. You know, something that could be useful in any of these attacks is having a great EDC kit on
I
you at all
always think
times,
about that.
right? I mean,
What would
'cause-
fend off a human,
yeah,
mosquito,
for
dog,
sure.
and snake.
Yeah, but if you have a knife, at least you've got something. I'm gonna feel better if I at least have a knife,
Oh, me too.
right?
Do you remember the end of Legends of the Fall?
I
The
don't. It's
bear
been
like
too long.
goes to bite his head, and
Uh-huh.
you see him with like a Bowie knife.
Oh yeah.
They figured they killed each other. Is that
Oh,
my grizzly?
yeah.
Anyway,
So at least have something.
movies usually tell
They
teach
do
you
tell
a
the
lot.
truth. They're really like true to life
Watch
most of the
movies.
time. Yeah. So let's start with one that was actually an encounter just went viral.
This
on-
one's easily the thing I'm scared the most of.
Which is-
when
yeah,
I
yeah.
go out with my family on
It
hikes
is.
and trails. I
Yeah.
hate them.
So-
scare me.
Cougars/mountain lions. They are creepy as all get out.
The worst.
And if you've ever seen one, I've actually seen
the
one
wild?
in the wild. So my dad and I were elk hunting. We were sitting in a blind. You know, we were there all morning, and all of a sudden I look out,
Just
and
like Stalk.
about 20 yards from us
Stalk.
was a mountain lion walking
Oh
through.
my gosh.
It was the creepiest
Your dad
thing.
has a nice cat too.
Yeah, he
on
got a
the
nice
wall.
one. Yeah, but it is the way they walk, the way they move. They're just you can just tell they're
Yeah.
gonna kill you if they want.
Well,
there's
watching
just-
that video
Oh
that
my
you were
gosh.
just mentioning,
Yeah.
when it's like
and that was in Provo. that was or Orem, or it was right around
really
there
close to
somewhere.
the city.
Yeah. So talking about cougars, those things could be up to 200 pounds. That is a large kitten right there. It is big, right? But here's the thing: even though it's super scary, in the last 100 years, there have only been about 100 non-fatal attacks and 18 deaths from cougars.
Oh wow,
So
pretty
you know,
dang low.
yeah, it's really, really low. That doesn't mean it's not
But you
scary.
don't want to be 19.
You don't want to be 19, yeah. So let's try and help that. The thing about cougars is they like to stalk their prey, and it's like instinct. and there's nobody better.
Yeah.
Than
You watch
cougars.
it like a domesticated cat and the little things it does.
Yeah.
They do that out in the wild. It's terrifying.
Cats are stupid. Don't have cats. I think we've made a huge error as humans domesticating these animals.
Yep.
All right. Although dogs kill more people, so I guess it doesn't matter. So
house cat,
cougars,
number 1 killer of humans.
Cougars will deliberately stalk a human. So that's the thing you need to be aware of, that they actually will do this. Because some animals won't deliberately do that to a human. They kind of know that you're not, prey.
Right.
And so,
Cougars
but they
don't
actually
care.
will. So,
Goes back to Ice Age. Saber-tooth tiger.
Exactly.
Gotta be.
So, but the thing to think about is they usually won't go after groups of humans. So the more you can stay with buddies, friends, family.
Which is always.
It's just always a good rule of thumb. Going out by yourself in the woods.
Take someone.
It's not a great idea. They like to hunt during dusk and dawn, and they like to stick in that dense vegetation so they can sneak through like a snake in the damn grass. Hate those suckers. So they also love to hunt deer. So deer season, when the deer are out and it's the rut and all that kind of stuff, they're even more active at that time. They like smaller prey. It makes sense for them to go after that small prey. So kids and pets.
That's exactly what
You got to be careful. Don't let them wander off.
Don't let them be 10 feet behind you or
Yeah.
100 feet up the trail.
Because they could be
My
dead
kids
in an
love
instant.
doing that crap.
I know, they do. Yep.
Stop it!
Something to think about that's going to be a common theme throughout this entire podcast. If you see lion kittens, if you see babies of this thing, get the F out. Just go.
Yeah.
Do not stay and say, oh, those
Isn't
are
that
so
what
cute.
he saw?
He saw kittens. Yeah, and that's what pretty much triggered the
followed him
stalk
for
like 6
2
minutes.
miles, I
Yeah, it's
think.
insane. So if you see babies, don't go near them, please. Also,
They look so cute.
yeah, avoid areas with freshly killed animals. A lot of times the cougars will kill a deer or something. They'll stash it, and then they'll kind of hang
Don't they,
around
like,
the area.
bury it and then come back or something.
I don't know. Maybe.
I've heard when like some mountain biker in California that got killed, it like half buried him.
Oh, really?
So anyway,
Well, that's horrible.
right?
Jeez, half buried him. Anyways, so just if you see freshly
You're
killed
gonna
animals,
kill somebody, don't half-ass it.
yeah, do the whole damn thing. Also, dogs. You might think you'd be safer with a dog, but they can actually attract and invite cougars in.
That's what sucks is because you would want a dog with you.
I
out in the
definitely
wilderness,
would.
But
yeah.
several cases of these animals are triggered by dogs. They get
Exactly.
pissed.
So you got to think about that. So what if you are like this dude in this viral video and you're being stalked? There's a few things you can do to
Turn
help.
the video off.
I can't believe he kept that thing on the entire time. There's some things that he did too that I don't know why he was doing.
He never did throw a rock.
He didn't.
Ever.
And
the
that's
whole
like
time.
one of the things you should do. So stop. Don't run
But I guess
away.
he didn't want to reach down.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I
Like,
guess.
you don't want to kneel down and get
Stop and stand tall. You need to look as big as you possibly can. If you run, it's much, much worse because it will trigger their instinct to start stalking you and to chase you. It's like they can't even
give chase.
Yeah, they want to
It's
go.
like dating.
They want to go.
Mhm.
Yes. So, you need to stop, get big, make yourself look as big as possible. Never turn your back. So that's what the thing the guy did that was actually good. Because as soon as you
Yeah,
turn
he
your
stayed
back,
face.
they're going to see that as their chance to pounce, right? So always keep eye contact as much as possible. Crouching down or trying to hide is not going to help you. You can't hide from it. There's just no way.
Maybe this is why everybody wears puffer jackets.
Could be.
Cougar protection.
Cougar protection. Yep. Now, if they get aggressive, you've got to start upping your game here. All right? You need to shout.
I thought that said short throw.
Short throw. No,
Short throw.
shout. You need to yell. Throw rocks. That dude should have been throwing rocks the entire
Yeah.
time. I don't know why he didn't
Maybe
throw
he didn't
rocks.
want to crouch down. That's why.
Maybe, but I think I would have just.
He didn't even kick a rock at him.
No, he's a dum-dum. Wave your arms. Get crazy. Just get nuts. You need to scare it. You need to look like you're a psychopath. And it's like, never mind, I'll go kill a deer. So I was reading some websites about encounters, like from a bunch of public like lands, Forest Service and stuff like that. I read this one from California, this California public land site. Oh my gosh, dude, this is insane. So listen to what they say. Without crouching or turning your back, start throwing stones, branches, or whatever you can reach in its direction towards it, but not directly at it. Aim for the ground in front of it.
What?
Don't throw things directly at it just yet. Think of these as warning shots. You aren't wanting to hit and unnecessarily injure the mountain lion. But you do want to show that you can defend yourself and potentially injure it, and that will hopefully deter it from approaching any closer. I'm like, you've got to be
written by the governor of
probably.
California.
And so, and then also, and then it continues. If the mountain lion continues to move in your direction, again, for your safety, your safety is more important than the mountain lions. I'm glad they actually said that. So you should feel free to continue to escalate the level of hostility to intimidate and scare off the mountain lion. Initially, during this stage, aim for its body as accurately as you can, but avoid aiming at its head.
What?
Aiming at its head could result in the cat being blinded in one eye. Like, are you joking?
Wow. Don't hurt him.
Don't hurt him.
Just save your speed.
He might eat you, but chill.
You want him to be able to see both eyes when he's ripping through
When he gets your jugular, he won't be able to see out of one eye.
Not even going to be worth the kill at that point.
So, I mean, holy crap, California. I hate that state.
I know.
I'm sorry for you people that live there, but it's just ridiculous. Okay, so if you do get attacked, so all of this stuff has not helped you, and this sucker pounces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stay on your feet at all costs. Sprawl. Don't go down, okay? You need to stay up. If you go to the ground, just say your final goodbyes because you're dead.
Yeah.
You will die, okay? Do not play dead. Playing dead with a mountain lion will not help, okay?
He will play with you until you're dead.
Yes, exactly. So in your final moments on Earth, become a violent psychopath. Gouge its eyes, stab it, bite its damn neck. It's your only hope. You have to do something.
Oh, be careful with the eyes, though.
Yeah, be careful with the eyes.
Don't grab the eyes.
Protect your neck. It wants to bite that shit, okay? So just, that's where it's going for. So,
That's true.
Anyways, that's a mountain lion.
Terrifying.
They are terrifying. Don't get attacked by one.
And I'm sure you've heard, like, I've talked to a few hunters where they'll, like, either be hunting the mountain lion or other things, and they'll see its eyes.
Yep.
And then they'll, like, back up and then flash back and it's
gone.
closer, or,
It's
you
gone,
know,
yeah.
it's like obviously
Not good.
stalking them. Ooh.
Yep, it's crazy stuff.
I don't
man.
like it.
Nope.
I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
Bears.
Mm.
Obviously, when I think also in the wilderness, I get scared about a bear, but I've never seen one living, walking around in the forest ever.
I've seen probably 20, 30,
Really?
and they're scary.
I never see them.
So we
I'm
went
glad.
hunting. I went on a baited bear hunt a few years ago, and we had one
Oh, that's
catch
right. Yeah,
wind of
you
us,
did, huh?
come within about from me to you to me, a black bear.
Ugh.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
I remember. That's right. I forgot you did that.
Mm-hmm.
There were 664 bear attacks on people globally between 2000 and 2015.
So that's 15 years. That's not horrible.
No. There are 40 bear attacks around the world every year.
Mm.
The number of bear attacks in California decreased by 99% between 98 and 2019.
What? That's weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because no one wants to be in California.
Everybody's
Even
left.
bears are like, screw this
place sucks.
Well, at least our eyes are safe.
We're moving to Utah,
Yeah, seriously.
Texas.
There were only 2 fatal bear attacks on people on the Appalachian Trail between 2000 and 2016.
That's not bad.
Bears have fatally injured only 8 people since the establishment of Yellowstone National Park. Since 1872. They always, like, these are always, like, huge news, so it sounds, So anyways, on average, lions kill 22 people per year, so
that makes sense.
Africa sucks.
It does.
Sharks are responsible for 6 human deaths per year.
That's why you don't
All
swim.
in all, not a lot really occur, but they're nasty when they do. Typically, they go for your face and rip your face all up, and then they bite your head and try and remove your head.
Yeah.
And then they rip your arms up, and it's just not a good thing to.
They want to eat you.
Again, just like cougars in honestly, all animals, if they're babies, get out of there.
It's not worth it.
Don't even deal with it. So black bears.
That includes humans.
Yes.
By the way, these human babies leave the room.
Since my wife, when she had babies, I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know how aggressive you're going to be.
This is not worth it. Keep eye contact. Back away. Don't run. Because if you
I don't
run,
even do eye contact. Just like, look at my shoes. I'm like, what do you need, honey? No,
but this is one area where you can feed the human. If you feed the human, it usually helps. So throw some Dr. Pepper at her. Or
drinks and stuff.
Yeah. Caffeine helps.
So a black bear different from a brown or grizzly bear.
Yes. You
This is
need
what's
to
so
be
weird.
aware of this.
Yeah.
Like, they're very different
And
animals.
this isn't funny. I'm not making this up.
Uh-huh.
So a black bear, if it looks like it's going to attack you, it comes up to you, you stand and face the bear directly. Don't run away from it, just like the cougar. Make yourself look big as possible, spreading your arms out and legs. Wear a puffer coat. You can do that too. Make as much noise as possible, yelling stuff if it's coming at you.
Banging on pots
So
and
you
pans.
basically just like, banging pots.
Good thing I brought my pot and pan with me.
Got them on your back.
Yeah, hanging off my belt.
Yeah. Yeah, like those old Dances with Wolves, like clinking around. Clinking.
Clunking, clanking.
If the bear approaches you, hopefully, bear spray is very useful. So I always have some when I
Did
go-
you say hairspray?
Well, that probably works too.
Hairspray is
Got
very useful.
tons of that. I probably have
Oh, yeah.
I could probably
You could rip a new hole in the ozone just from your house.
that's there. Yep. So, you actually face these suckers and look big and prepare like you're going to fight.
Yeah.
And black bears typically back down. Typically. In very rare cases, the black bear does attack you. Fight back. Don't play dead. Don't go into a ball with a black bear. You got to punch the sucker right in the eyeballs. Prison rules are what you move to with all of these.
Bear hugging.
If you're going to get attacked, you just start going at it. A grizzly's different.
Yes.
Very different.
So grizzly is a brown bear, but you have to beware because some black bears are like brown.
Yeah, they have like
So
that
you-
reddish shade,
Yeah,
brownish.
that color phase type. So you just got to be careful there.
You'll know a grizzly's a huge
They're
freaking bear.
gigantic. They're gigantic.
Speak in a low monotone voice. Hey, bear, don't attack me.
You are grizzly. I am human.
I don't know if this... I won't say that.
Sound like a robot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear grizzly, don't kill me. A bear may charge in attempt to intimidate you. They do like a bear...
Yeah.
They'll do a bear bluff rush.
Yeah.
And you can really know when they mean business because they'll tuck their ears back. And so apparently you can tell the difference. I don't know. But a bear spray, you want to try and fire that sucker off 25 feet before they get to you so that they have the chance to get in the cloud.
Yeah.
And then you don't, if they're up in your grill and you spray it, it's probably not going to do
It's
it.
not going to be great for
You're
you
gonna
or
get
the bear.
So, defensive confrontation, if you come up on a bear when in their territory, that's a little different. You can kind of back away. But if they turn and see you and start heading towards you, it's best to not turn your back. Don't run away. Just kind of back away, talk monotone.
And so that's the
then
thing,
you
too.
will ball up. If they go and start attacking, you do not want to fight a grizzly. It'll rip your head clean off.
Not gonna be good.
So,
but thinking about this, if you're not hunting or something and you're just hiking and out with the family, make noise.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing is to walk up on them and scare them. And that's
Yeah.
where they become defensive, and that's bad. So you just want to make that noise. As
So
you're
there's
going
two
through the
different
woods.
things if they are come attacking you, and then
Yeah.
if you come up on them. So most of the time you can just be quiet, back away.
Yes.
But if in the event that they actually attack you,
Yes, that's a
you
different thing.
want to ball up. A grizzly
dead.
bear will just mess around with you, maybe bite you, and most of the time, I read, they will leave you alone. Whereas with the black bear, you want to fight back.
Okay, great.
That's pretty simple. Polar bear, you're probably going to die if it attacks you because they don't really act like either of the bears. They are also
Drinking
attracted
too much Coke.
Yeah. They're basically Russian.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're in the Antarctica or in the North Pole, South Pole. I don't know why you're there.
Come home.
Yeah.
And if that's your home,
So
whatever.
If you happen to have your bug out location in one of these areas, here's a few tips.
Okay.
Don't wear bright colors. They're attracted to them.
Really?
All they see is black and white all the time.
Okay.
Not that their vision's that way, but anything different, they're going to be like, I'm going to go eat
I want
that.
to check that
I'm
out.
eating like a candy bar walking around.
Whatchamacallit.
Is that a Reese's Pieces?
100 grand.
So, make a lot of noise too. They kind of in large groups yelling and stuff like that will keep them away. They don't bluff charge. They will just they will go after you.
They charge.
They mean business when they're coming at you.
Yeah.
Again, if they fight you, it's prison rules, but you're probably gonna die.
Yeah.
They just are pretty nasty. And then if you kill them, don't eat their liver. It's toxic vitamin A. Did you know that? It's
I
kinda
did not know
interesting.
that.
Little tip in there.
Crap.
They have high amounts of vitamin A and it's toxic levels.
Interesting. I
I
didn't know
thought that was kind of...
So that's bears, man. That's the one that everybody always thinks of.
Bears freak me out, but cougars by far are
Yeah.
scarier because they don't leave you alone.
How about a wolf?
I don't like wolves.
So in the past 100 years, there's only been 2 documented incidents of fatal wolf attacks in North America. So
one was on White Fang.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then I don't remember the rest.
Yeah, and the other one was.
We don't know about that one.
We don't know about that one.
That's crazy. That's all.
Yep, only 2 of them. There's just not that many.
I've
of
never
them.
been super scared of wolves, but
They're gigantic.
when they
though,
howl
dude.
and stuff,
Ooh, they're
terrifying.
crazy. See, so here's the thing about wolves. Let's go through this pretty quickly because obviously this one isn't that as big of a deal for most people. They will almost always run in packs. So if you see one,
There's always some.
there's going to be some more probably. So it's pretty tough to just like wander into a pack of wolves like accidentally. Oh, I'm in the middle of a pack of wolves. They're going to see you and smell you. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
smarter than you are. Don't run. This is going to make things worse. This is a game to them. It triggers their response. You know, they want to chase
Fun
you.
time, boys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Go.
Yelling and being loud and scary is going to be good at this point. You want to get big. Again, you want to make yourself look intimidating. If you see more than one, again, they're probably and they seem to be stalking you and you have a gun, just start shooting. Start killing them because it's going to be over if you don't. You see if they're stalking you, you're
Get
seeing them
ripped
come.
apart.
Yeah, you just
They're
start killing.
genius hunters too.
Yep.
Like will flank you.
If you do get attacked, stay upright again because if you go down, that's when the whole pack starts jumping and
It's like jiu-jitsu.
you're the meal. Exactly, just like jiu-jitsu. Never turn your back on them again. This is another thing that they'll see that as their opportunity to pounce. Back away slowly. Saying your prayers is a good thing. And if you happen to go down and things progress badly for you, curl up into a ball, protect your face, head, and neck, and maybe a miracle will happen, but
Yeah.
probably not.
Not when there's multiple.
No, you're
if
probably
they're
just gonna die.
attacking you.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's wolves. We won't go into that too much, just because there's not that many of them, and
Right.
it's less common.
Scary though.
Yeah, it is scary.
This I've had childhood nightmares about forever and adulthood nightmares.
You're scared of my dog.
Freaking dogs are scary.
They are.
There were 76,800,000 plus dogs in the U.S. in 2018.
Jeez,
76 million.
mucho perros.
And we all know, because we've all probably lived next to that redneck that just like leaves all their trash everywhere. And they usually have a dog that's been chained up and they're
Yeah.
mean to it.
Yep.
Oh, it drives me freaking nuts.
Mhm.
But anyway, they're also man's best friend.
They are. Yeah.
Like, they'd be nice to have if you're, in a survival scenario.
Yeah.
But they can be mean.
Urban
Around
legend.
4.7 million people get bitten by dogs every year. Multiple cases when I was in the urgent care.
Yeah. My daughter got bit by a dog right on the face.
Yo, that's right.
She had to get
Yeah.
stitches.
People have a 1 in 112,000 chance of dying from a dog bite or
Jeez,
attack.
that's
Yeah.
way too high.
It is too high.
I don't like that.
Everybody's saying our dog's mouths are real clean.
You're gonna
When
die
they
from that
bite,
more than you
high
will from
chance of
COVID,
infection. Right.
dude.
Don't bring COVID up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Over 70% of all dog bites happen because the dog isn't neutered.
Get them cut.
Yep, get them cut. They turn pissed off when they get into
Yeah.
sexual stage.
Yep. Just like humans.
Yep. There were 36 dog bite related fatalities in the U.S. in 2018.
36. That's not horrible.
Nah. It's estimated that 81% of dog bite injuries don't need medical attention. So pretty high still.
But you probably need antibiotics, right?
Yep. Pitbull, Pit bulls have a temperament passing rate of 86.7%.
What does that mean?
I don't really know.
Okay.
According to the dog bite statistics by breed, pit bulls were responsible for 26 fatalities in 2018.
So 26
They're pissed easily.
out of the 36.
Yeah.
But
They just...
it's the thing. People are like, they're fine.
and I see more pit bulls in our town, probably more. Like, people like
There's more
love
pit bulls
them.
than people.
That's true.
And I'm sure most of them are great, but if you look at the percentages,
Yeah.
that's not great.
No. So anyway, dogs are freaky. And if you're a mailman, you probably know all these.
Exactly, right.
But when a dog attacks or looks aggressive, stay calm.
I just
Both-
scream like a girl. That's
yeah,
what I
do too. But running is a bad thing.
Is it really?
They have like the wolf instinct. You shouldn't run.
Pricks.
You should. Yeah, both fear and aggression will enhance the dog's ferocity. Do not run the dog and don't make eye contact. They don't like to be looked at. Don't look at me.
Don't look at
Don't
me.
look at me.
No, dogs, don't look at me. That's what I'm saying.
Move away slowly
'Kay.
while turned peripherally from the animal.
Okay.
If it looks like the dog will attack, appear bigger, louder, kind of be intimidating.
Yep.
And then try and stick something in between you and the dog, like your backpack. But don't swing at it.
Don't swing at it.
Only if it gets,
Okay.
Basically, if you have a bat or something, like put it between you if it's coming to bite you.
Okay.
Then after that, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
But if you swing, it can make them a little more aggressive.
Sure.
So you just kind of want to back away, put something to where it could attack you in front of you.
Okay.
Like your backpack or your small child. Put them right in front of you.
Babies are great.
Babies are great. You put them down and then you run.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they feel like emotionally attached to babies. They'll slick them and they
usually
won't hurt
don't.
them.
Yeah, usually they don't.
Back up to something that you can get on top of. Like, you want to back not into a corner, but like up against a tree or a car.
A friend.
A garbage can.
Friend.
Yeah.
Get on your shoulders.
Yeah. Then they can put their back against you and then you can see both ways.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Sure.
But dogs can attack in packs, like wild dogs. Like South America, when I was in Brazil, there's always these like free range, nasty, freaky dogs.
Yeah.
Nobody owns them and they have no hair.
Like
and
fur
they're missing
patches
an eye
all
because they've gotten a battle with some other person.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are terrifying. They usually have some little team with them. But yeah, don't let them get behind you. They kind of treat them like Kobe said with the wolves. You got to, keep facing them, back away. Anyways, if a dog attacks you, there's some ways to neutralize it. You try to use your body weight to fall on the dog. Dog's ribs break easily. So you try and go for the ribs and then go for your eyeballs and the throat.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Brutal.
The back of the skull, striking at the back skull, and then roughly around their shoulder blades, if you have a knife, is where you want to.
I just always go for the swift kick to the guts, man. That usually
I know. That's
stops
what I
them.
do too.
I've been there before.
But if you're rolling around with a dog,
Yeah.
then you're in trouble. Another thing is you can kind of like try and push their back legs away. That's where a lot of their strength is. You just kind of like try and flip them. Then you land on them and lay on them.
I want to triangle choke those pricks.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, a pack of dogs is a lot scarier because they go back to their old instincts and they flank you and they try and get behind you.
Jeez.
Anyways, prison rules at this point. Good luck. There's usually an alpha male dog. If you can spot that one, try and focus on it and kill it or scare it, because then the rest will give up. That's not going to happen, though. You'll die.
Okay. You will die, yeah.
Imagine just in a scenario where you're trying to survive. Everybody, I always picture like those survival movies, like everything's dead and there's a pack of wild dogs.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the worst.
It would not be fun.
You'd be like,
no
doggy.
No
Which
doggy.
one's you, the alpha? Anyway.
That's dogs. Yeah, so who knows when that could be an issue? That could be an issue now.
Dogs are very likely to be a problem if all things, if we turn into those apocalyptic scenarios that we all love. Dogs are going to be around.
So here's one that you might not think of, but is actually very legitimate issue to think of. Boars.
Yeah.
That's piggies. Piggies. The wild boar population has absolutely exploded recently. The U.S. has had the largest...
kill a bunch of them, huh?
Yeah. The U.S. has had the largest percentage of attacks in the world. 15% of the attacks were fatal.
Wow.
So that's something. Fatalities were more likely...
You never think a boar. A wild boar would be like mean, but...
Yeah. Fatalities
razor sharp.
were more likely when the person was alone. Again, keeping with buddies is always a good thing for you. So as of late, they've actually started raiding major European cities, looking for food in rubbish bins and jostling tourists.
Rubbish.
Yes. Among the cities affected is Barcelona, where wild boars emerge from the
Calcerola
natural park and make their way among the people in the city. So they're just like invading
They blend
the cities.
in.
Yeah. I'm just a person.
Why does this guy want this? I can't stand this line
This
anymore.
little
This
midget.
guy.
Yeah. Other affected cities include Berlin, Houston, Hong Kong, and Rome. Perhaps this problem.
That's so weird.
I know.
Like, these big cities have a freaking boar problem.
Apparently, the boars are just super adaptable, so they can kind of live
Driving
in,
cars.
Yeah, like calling.
Riding bikes.
Yeah, calling for Ubers and whatnot.
Not one of those damn boars.
They're super adaptable, so they can live in lots of different environments. And so, do you remember hearing over
CEO of Boar too?
yeah, when after Fukushima, like there's all these irradiated boars that just kind of came down into the city and were just
like I
taking
remember
over.
hearing like animals and stuff.
Yeah,
were kind of
boars were one of the biggest
Boars,
ones.
huh?
Yeah, and they're all radiated and they're just like eating everything
a lot
in
of
the
time
city.
You can kill them; they're good eating.
Yeah,
but why would you like?
You don't want
irradiated
those
one,
ones,
you're just
no.
Like,
Wild boars are very dangerous not only because of their aggression, but also because they are carriers of diseases that can be passed on to humans, such as tuberculosis, hepatitis E, and influenza A.
Well, these are fun.
Yeah, those fun little pricks, I'll tell you that. So when do they attack humans?
And they're such a bore.
They're such a ball.
You don't want
This
them.
is such a ball, though, to be. But when they feel cornered or threatened is when they want to attack. To defend themselves against hunters. I don't know if you've seen the videos online of hunters getting attacked by these things.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious and
kill
terrifying.
dogs all the time.
Hilarious and terrifying at the same time. It is bad. Yeah. They want to protect their piglets, obviously, if it's a female. So this is another thing with the kitty animals. Be careful there. Usually attacks are more frequent during the boar's rutting seasons. That's November through January in agricultural areas that border forests or on paths that lead to forests. When wild boars attack, they usually charge and try and make their victim trip and fall to the ground. In those videos, you can see that's exactly what they're doing.
They go around
They
their feet?
just freaking attack your feet. They come as fast as they can and they hit your feet because they want to get you over. Then when they get you over, then they just they have sharp tusks. Humans
super sharp.
can suffer injuries, especially in the lower part of the body because they're always hitting your legs. With those tusks.
Where red fern grows, isn't there boars in that?
Boy, I don't know. It's been a long time since I read that.
Long time.
I was a little boy. If after the initial attack the victim still shows movement, the wild boar will step back and charge again. Yes. Do not approach them under any circumstances. Adult boars with piglets are.
What if you're on a stranded island?
No. I said under
remember
any
make a
circumstances. Yeah, no. Don't feed them. Duh. That's something to think about. So, how are you going to survive if they attack you?
Mm-hmm.
Remain calm. Freaking out ain't going to help you. Keep a safe distance. Slowly back away from the wild boar. If you have time, try and reach higher ground, such as a boulder, car, possibly even climb a tree, because they can't climb trees.
No.
When attacked, keep your footing. Try sidestepping quickly, so like the matador type move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If all above fails, fight back with whatever available sticks, bare hands, knife, gun, anything until it just decides it doesn't want to attack anymore.
Done.
Yep. Try and keep your standing position, like I said, because
I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Downtown
whatever.
Barcelona.
I gotta go down to Barcelona, Houston, maybe Rome. A hog can reach between 25 and 30 miles an hour.
No joke.
Yeah, so they can
I've
roll.
seen them when they rip through the
Suckers
woods.
can
They're
go.
super fast.
They can jump fences less than 3 feet high.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
They're
can
like the ultimate.
climb out of holes that are 5 or 6 feet deep in the ground.
That's a survival. Like that's an animal to protect your.
Yep. You can't
Bug
outrun
out
it.
location.
You can't outrun it. So it's just not going to work. So, anyways, that's wild hogs and boars. If you're in Texas, there's a ton of them there, so be careful.
That's what I've heard.
So think about that so you don't die from a pig.
Oh man,
'Kay.
that would be kind of an embarrassing death, but
It would.
very easy.
Yeah.
So snakes, and not Snake Plissken from Escape New York. and
Oh, geez.
Escape LA.
Okay.
It's the only snake there is.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, isn't Snake the name of the character on Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Got to be a relation there.
Oh, well,
right?
yeah, I don't know.
Estimated 5.4 million people are bitten each year, with up to 2.7 million envenomings.
I hate snakes.
I do too.
I'm terrified of snakes, and I don't care if anybody calls me a baby. I
No, they're
don't like
gross.
them. I
They're
don't
gross.
like them. I
They're
don't want to
disgusting.
touch them.
And they're gross. About 7,000 people are bitten by venomous snakes in the U.S. Annually, and 0.2%, or about 1 out of 500, die. That's not
bad.
No, it's not. But it's still
scary.
a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but it is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Around the world, 81 to 138,000 people die each year because of snake bites. So much worse outside of the U.S. They can cause paralysis, breathing issues. They can make have you seen some of the snake bites that turn into just this big necrotic, nasty abscess? You don't want that when you're trying to survive. A lot of times it's agricultural workers, they're out there in the field. You never know. And children often suffer way more severe problems. So don't let your kids agriculture out there. Don't let them be part of the agriculture business.
No.
In an area with a lot of snakes, avoid spraying. That's usually they're obviously.
I'm avoiding spring right now,
I know,
guys.
That's what I was like.
A lot of snakes around. I'm avoiding.
Just avoid it and wait for the horrible cold winter to go around. I'm gonna wait till winter. There's no snakes.
Yeah.
They don't go around in the cold. Most
How the hell
often
do you avoid spraying? I don't
well,
even know what to do.
It means like
I know.
avoid like
I know, it's just
if you have to bug out, hopefully it's the knot in the spring.
Yeah.
Most often bitten when stepped on, like so snakes when you come up on them, usually it's like you don't pay attention, they're there and you go to reach for something, they snap, they strike you in the hand.
Yeah.
Or you step on them. So most of the time they're not like stalking you.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying.
It would be terrifying.
But if you see one or come upon one, you got to stay calm and back away slowly.
Use a low
And if they're
monotone
coiled
voice.
up, they're ready to strike. And because they got like that spring action. So don't assume if you're like 10 feet away, you're okay. Like those suckers can spring.
You
out
know
a
what
while.
assuming does.
Yeah.
Makes an ass out of you and me.
That's so good. Be loud, make noises. My kids do this really well. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure no animals will
They
ever
practice
attack us.
every day.
They're super freaking loud all the time.
Every day.
And then don't even waste time trying to identify if it's poisonous or not. But the head patterns are usually kind of a giveaway. The arrow-shaped ones are obviously venomous. And then, but the only one that isn't is a coral. So don't try and, was that red on black or red? Just get away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like the
Wait,
coral snakes just
is that
look
right?
terrifying no matter what.
Yeah.
And then there's one in South America that is not the red on black. It's like a red on that's safe. I'm like, if I see that exotic looking snake, I don't care. I'm not gonna be.
I see a snake. I don't care if it's a garter snake or anything.
Don't try and determine if it has diamonds on its back. Just get away from it.
Go.
Let it go away, and they
Yeah.
most often will leave you alone. So when you come upon one, best not to move. Oh no, when you get bitten,
Okay, yeah.
don't move a lot because it will circulate and push the venomation, the envenomation further. And then don't try and suck on it. Don't bite it. Don't cut it.
what
Just
she
leave
said.
it alone.
That's what she said.
And if you have bandages, cover it tightly and then wrap up towards your body. That's what she said. Don't suck it. Don't bite it. Oh.
Aw.
My wife's going to ask me about
Yeah,
that one.
she is.
Kobe walked me into that
I
one.
sure did.
But yeah, you just put a pressure bandage, so a tight bandage around it. Don't tourniquet the leg or the arm or whatever. You just put a nice pressure bandage around it. That kind of helps squish some of the venom out. It's in your bloodstream by then. Hopefully, it's not enough to kill you.
So then just try and get to...
Try to get help or have somebody help you so you're not exerting yourself a lot.
Yeah.
And then get to proper attention.
Good gracious. I hate snakes.
They're horrible.
So this one, it's not very scary, but it happens.
Yeah.
Elk.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen an elk before?
I did. I killed one.
You did. So it's not very often that you would have an issue here. Usually you can't get close enough to an elk to have an issue. But again,
True.
if they have calves, don't go near that. Keep your distance of at least 100 feet. That's what it says online. I don't know where they came up with the 100 feet thing. But anyways, if you get charged by one, don't turn your back on the animal. This is a bad thing. They almost always charge from behind. Facing the animal, raise your arms, your jacket, make yourself appear big.
Puffer jacket.
Your puffer jacket. Again, if you have a dog, turn it loose. You know what I mean? Let it go. This is a good time to have a dog.
Yeah.
Climb a tree. Get behind a rock.
It's still probably good to have a dog.
Yeah.
But
They don't pivot quickly, so zigzag. You know what I mean?
oh, serpentine.
Yeah, little serpentine movements. If you're knocked down, curl up in the fetal position and protect
Like it's
your
gonna
head.
Shoot you.
Yeah. Your head, neck, and organs. You might get thumped a few times, but it's not going to eat you.
Is what I'd be.
The elk won't eat you, so you're going to be okay as long as it doesn't piss off anymore. It's just going to go away, hopefully. Is the antlers is what you got to worry about most with the elk. So, anyways, think about that. It's very simple, and the next one's probably
The
going to be
deer
really similar.
is pretty much exactly the same thing.
Okay.
They can be real pissed off during mating season.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll strike cars and attack you. So
Yeah.
just don't go out during mating season.
Yeah.
Stay home during mating season.
Well,
Makes
that's when
more
everybody's
sense.
out hunting.
I know.
Is the rut.
I know.
Well, that or after, so it's
Most attacks happen between 6 and 9 p.m. Makes sense.
yeah. I don't go out at
And
those
then
times.
in the evening or in the early dusk, it's like the time that people are hunting.
Yeah,
kind of.
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it's 175 to 200 fatalities a year, which is kind of crazy. But a lot of them from hitting,
from hitting them. Yeah.
and that's pretty nasty. Same thing, if you encounter them, just kind of make yourself look big, scare your shout at it,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah. And you can climb a tree if you need to. Those types of things work
Yeah.
great with those. Moose are kind of the same way as well, but moose are less afraid of humans than deer or elk
and
are.
They freaking look like they're from a different planet.
Yeah.
They're so big.
They're
They look,
gigantic.
I swear they're like a camel.
Yeah,
mixed with
we came
a
up on
deer.
one in the Bigfoot film when we were.
Oh, we did?
Remember?
Yeah, that scared me.
Yeah, we thought it might have been Bigfoot,
What
but it was a
is
moose.
that? Yeah.
It was a moose. We
We just came across when we went to Idaho.
did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just be careful. They're not safe to approach ever. So
Yeah.
don't approach them.
You
Everybody
can
wants
tell
to
they
get
don't
selfies.
get startled and run. They can just like walk.
They'll
a little
just, like, chill.
faster.
Again, if there's moose calves,
Oh yeah,
you don't even get near those suckers. They can run up to 30 miles an hour.
yeah. They got
You can't.
long freaking legs.
You can't, Cameron.
No.
Even though you started running last night, you haven't figured that out yet.
That's all I'm doing for the rest of the year.
Is just running. They weigh up to 1,200 pounds, so that's pretty big.
Yeah.
When they attack, they'll want to knock you over and trample you. That's their goal.
Makes sense.
Remember that. Let's see. Obviously in the spring,
They're having the same meeting right now in the mountains.
Yep.
We want to knock them down.
Knock them down.
And we want to put our horns right in their back.
Yep. Exactly.
They're gonna look dead. You just stomp on them.
So you can tell if a moose is going to become aggressive by its body language usually. So here's some signs to look for. The moose stops eating and stares at you. That's bad,
Yeah,
right? Even at your dinner table,
that's
if your
true.
wife
a lot
does
of times
that,
I've come up on them. They're just like eating.
yeah.
And they don't ever like.
Just think
stop
about it.
eating.
If your wife does that at dinner, you're
It's true,
probably in
you're in
trouble too.
trouble.
You're in trouble.
Somebody's in trouble.
Number 2, lays back its ears and raises its hair on its hump, neck, or hips. Ooh, that hip hair gets up. Ooh. Number 3, smacks or licks its lips, clicks its teeth.
That's human.
Can you imagine if one click in its teeth? I'm like, oh gosh, I'm dead. That moose is clicking its teeth at me.
Go back to eating.
Yeah, lowers its head and walks towards you. This is obviously a bad sign. It urinates. That's
yeah.
when you know it's pissed.
Ooh, yeah.
You get it? Pissed. Number 6, shows the whites of its eyes.
It just clicked.
Taking a piss. Yeah, it's bad.
Smacking its lips.
And then the last one is it whips its head
It whips
back
its head
like
back
a
and forth,
horse.
it whips its
Yeah.
head back.
So, anyways, those might happen, but get behind a tree. That's your biggest thing you can do to keep safe because they'll run into the tree before they'll run into you. So that's the biggest thing.
Big old antlers are
Yeah.
not super maneuverable.
And if you fall down, curl up in a ball, protect your head and your vital organs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So
Kind of applies to all those, huh?
it pretty much does, yeah.
It's good. It's good. Bison are
Bye, Dad.
like a different bison.
Bye, Dad.
5 to 6 feet tall, 1,000 to 2,000 pounds, and they can like instantly sprint to like 20 miles per hour. They will beat a horse off the line, which is really freaky.
For real?
Yeah. So
Good
they
gracious.
are super fast. All of a sudden, just like boom,
Yeah.
quick. Yeah, they can do the 40-yard dash in like
Yeah.
3 seconds or something.
Crazy.
They have 8 to 10 inch.
Sharp horns. That's just a,
They're not sharp. They're sharp.
They're sharp.
That's how I wrote it.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of horn that is, but it's pretty bad.
Pretty sharp, I'll tell you that right
And
now.
then head trauma, because they just will plow into you.
Yeah.
They had a freaking stone cold hard head.
Sharp horns, hard head.
Hey, watch out! I got some sharp horns.
Look how sharp they are.
Oh dang!
Oh, dang.
Ow, that's really sharp.
Oh, don't sharp. Cut my finger.
Just pull the blade out, just really sharp, and cut my finger open. I'm gonna
Sharp
start
as hell.
saying
Sharp as hell.
Sharp. So
It's not funny.
number 1, prevent. Just don't even get close to them.
Yeah.
So it says like 25 feet. In reality, I think Yellowstone says 75 to 100. I would take Yellowstone's advice because
Yeah.
that's where most of the injuries happen.
Yeah.
That's where most people are stupid.
It's true, huh?
They're taking pictures and
Yeah.
they get freaking drilled.
Mm-hmm.
My parents were snowmobiling and they had to pass kind of by a herd, and one of them just like and just charged and hit the back of the snowmobile and like
Jeez.
spun it around.
Did the sharp horns get
Them
it?
Stupid sharp horns poke my mom's leg. Obviously, again during rutting season, they're the most aggressive.
Yeah.
And little bison babies, bison.
Bison.
The moms are really pissed off and they don't want you to mess with them.
Yep.
If they do happen to come after you, they usually show some signs that they're going to charge you. Shake their heads, pawing.
That's what they sound like.
Short charges are running toward you. You know, they're like,
Yeah.
and they're snorting too. I didn't even tell you that, but I showed you.
Now we know.
And then their tail goes boink,
Oh, really?
Straight up, yeah. They got this little goofy tail that just points
Stupid
straight
looking.
up like they're going to take a poop.
Stupid looking.
I don't know
tail.
if they pee. I don't know if they're pissed.
Yeah.
But,
Probably.
But yeah, if you look at any videos of them charging, they always have their tail pointed up.
Interesting.
If that happens, there's no stopping them. Just run for cover, or you can play like the
Matador.
Matador, and try and just jump out of the way. But usually it doesn't happen. You get struck.
Matador and then
flip you
jump
in
on
the
their
air.
back.
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
Take cover behind something large, obviously.
Another bison, maybe?
Cool. Yeah. Whoa.
This ought to
And
work.
then when it hits him, he's gonna be pissed. Then they're gonna both just go at it.
Yeah.
Climb a tree, keep your distance, and usually they plow you over, and then they kind of just leave you alone. But that plowing and goring
It's bad.
is enough.
You got them sharp horns.
They know. They're like, he's laid out. I'm done. So
Go back to eating.
that's how you protect yourself from a bison.
Good idea.
Yeah. One thing of importance,
Yeah.
COVID has led to a 5-fold increase in cyber attacks.
Bison attacks?
Cyber.
Oh, I thought you said bison.
I probably did.
Yeah. No. I just,
But unlike coronavirus, there's a solution to this problem of cyber attacks.
unlike coronavirus.
Surfshark, VPN.
Yes.
You can have this nice little virtual private network to protect you and all of your devices, all of them. You don't have to pay for a limited amount.
Yep.
One subscription covers them all from online threats. Go gray man online. Shield your information from websites and other online services, like stuff that's helping you.
Yeah.
Shield you from everything. No longer worry about malware, phishing, or obnoxious ads and unsafe emails. If you accidentally click on one under Surfshark, you're much more protected. Get notified quickly if your email and password are leaked with their additional service. Also, not only does Surfshark protect you, but you can use it to your advantage and watch cool movies in like the UK or in Russia. I don't know. They pirate everything. You can probably watch everything.
Yeah.
But anyways, it will virtually put you and your IP address in that country so you can access
It's
all their
magic.
stuff. It's pretty freaking cool. One subscription, like I said, covers every one of your devices, no matter the operating system. Fast, unlimited access, 24-hour support. And the best thing is you can try it for 30 days. I'm telling you, this is like the cleanest, smoothest app I've used for VPN. And you can use it on anything. Go to surfshark.deal/casualpreppers and enter the promo code casualpreppers. You get 85% off. I think right now you can get 27 months for roughly $60.
Nice.
So
Good.
don't waste your time. Save yourself from cyber attacks.
Surfshark.
Now let's talk about some exotic animals.
Yeah, some of these are a little bit interesting and different.
Yeah.
How about the classic alligator?
I called it alligator.
Alligator. Okay.
Alligator.
Alligator. So the average size of an adult American alligator is 12 feet long with an average weight of 800 pounds.
Wow.
That is a
That's
dinosaur.
long and big.
These are dinosaurs,
They are
people.
dinosaurs.
You're being attacked by dinosaurs.
Yep.
Okay? That's scary. It's not
Yeah.
scary. It's
Yep.
very scary. They tend to have around...
That's the best part of Temple of Doom.
Yeah, sure
You know when
is.
they're fighting
Yeah.
on the bridge
Yeah,
and they
uh-huh.
fall and it's like, oh, and then they roll around down there.
They have about 80 teeth. It's a lot of chompers there, and they're very sharp.
You only have 32.
Very sharp. Yes.
Sharp. Super sharp teeth.
They have a bite force of up to 3,000 pounds per square
That
inch.
blows my mind.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they close very good.
I
So
know.
you're like, there's no way they have that much force.
But they do. They're dinosaurs.
If we've said it, it's true.
They swim up to 20 miles an hour.
Wow.
Olympian Michael Phelps tops out around 6 miles an hour.
I clocked that son of a bitch.
Yeah. 6 to 20. You can't outswim it.
No.
Okay? The Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission notes that even though the state averages about 7 unprovoked alligator attacks a year, a rate that has been increasing about 3% a year, the likelihood of being seriously injured in a random attack is roughly 1 in 2.4 million.
Wow.
So you're probably okay,
Wow.
especially if you don't go to Florida. You're going to be...
I don't want to anyway.
Yeah. And then if you go to Florida, stay away from the swamps and the marshes.
Ew.
Okay?
Yuck.
Dusk and night are where they really like to attack. They
Basically, all these animals are
Yeah.
going to kill you between 6 and 9.
you're fine at lunchtime.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Just eat your lunch in peace. But in the mornings and the evenings, it's bad.
As soon as you step out of that tent, take a pee,
Yep.
you're in danger.
Breeding season.
Hmm?
That's bad. I don't know when it is, but that's bad. Look it up. Don't feed them. That's stupid. Stay away from the youngins and the nests and the eggs. You know what I mean? They're dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They're dinosaurs.
They really are.
Okay. So, how to survive an alligator attack? Run away, okay? Dummy. Don't get close
They
to 'em.
don't. How fast do they move on land? Did it
Pretty
say?
fast. 11 miles an hour.
We should be on a talk show.
Yeah, pretty fast.
I don't know, pretty dang fast. 15,
I won't
15
drink it.
20 mile per hour, I guess.
They can't maintain that speed for very long, though. 11 miles. So, and then also, zigzag.
Oh, again.
Yeah, again, because they're long.
Serpentine.
They can't, I mean.
So you do that against elk, deer, snipers, alligators.
Yeah, alligators. So just run, zigzag, and get away. Okay?
Cool.
Also, you might have to fight back really, really hard. Let's see.
How do you fight an alligator?
Watch. So if an alligator gets locked onto you.
It's all right. If you're on YouTube, it's the only way you're going to get this.
Don't bother trying to pry them apart. Okay? You're not going to, like, if it's on your arm, you're not going to do this. It's not going to work.
Unless you can lift, what, 3,000 pounds?
3,000 pounds. Instead, you need to inflict enough pain.
Your arm's in there.
Get
my
the
wrist
leverage.
around. It's because
Leverage.
it's because of this. If you didn't have my arm, I could lift it open.
You need to inflict pain. Okay? So you got to make him hurt. Go for the snout.
Say, like, you're a dinosaur.
You stupid
You're
dinosaur.
ugly.
Yeah.
You're green. You live in nasty swamps.
You're
Hurt
worse
his
than
feelings.
Worse than coronavirus. So go for the snout. That's where it hurts. Okay? Viciously attack the tip of an alligator snout might make it release you.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Strike with a foot or fist or large rock or even a knife. Anything you've got. I mean, even if you had like a lighter, something. I don't care what it is.
That's a good idea.
Make it happen. And gouge the eyes. Again, the eyes are a good place
Unless
to
you're
go
in California. Good thing there's no alligators in California.
So just don't worry.
Well,
I mean, it's
unless
his
the
life or
zoo.
death. Don't worry about it. Just go for the eyes. Pull out an eye, throw it across the swamp. You know what I mean?
Crush it in front of his other eye.
Yeah.
Look at this other.
You want us to have another one? What you could do, if you have to, if you haven't yet been bitten, you can hold its jaw shut. Okay?
See
you
that.
can do this. So they're strong enough to
I see.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
An adult in good health should be strong enough to hold an alligator's jaws shut. So if you're in a position where you can't make a break for it, wrap your arms around the gator's
They're
head.
all muscled this way. Not
Hold the
this way.
mouth closed, okay? Get that seatbelt grip or whatever you got to do. If you have a rope,
Bear hug.
If you have a rope or a belt or duct tape, you can even
that's
do
where
that.
Survival belt.
Yeah, just pull it out.
Super quick. Zip it on there.
Exactly. Okay. So here's something the alligators do. It's called the death roll. Have you heard about
I've
that?
seen that.
So they get you.
It's when it like dismembers people.
They get you, and then they get you underwater, and they roll, and it disorients you, and it like tears you apart. But if you in that situation, you need to roll with it, because if you roll with it, you're much less likely to lose a limb or the
I've
bottom
been
half of your
practicing
body.
the death roll in bed.
I have too, and in the tub.
Shit. My wife gets pissed.
She
Water
does.
everywhere.
The mildew pisses her off in the bathroom, but
I'm
it's
just
worth it.
practicing I'm just practicing the alligator
Alligator
death
roll.
Yeah.
All right.
Alligator roll.
And I'm like, I'm doing this, and rolling. Anyways,
Here, get in here.
Yeah.
I want to show you the alligator roll.
So that's how you survive an
You
alligator.
had a hot tub.
Ooh, yeah.
You practice that.
Bubbles, because you got the bubbles. And,
Disorient yourself.
yeah.
And then try and do a couple rolls.
Drink a 6-pack and then do it and see how it goes.
You want to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Get one of those. Get like 2 or 3 of those. The little foam floaters.
Oh yeah,
Tie
yeah.
them together.
Time together.
Do a couple death rolls.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It really,
Really is.
Put your arm like in between 2 of them.
Yeah. Tape it. Tape it there.
Come on.
That's a good idea.
These are all really good tips.
Some of these are kind of funny, so just know that we're having fun now.
Yeah.
Okay. But some of it is in.
I'm not having fun.
Okay.
I'm trying to learn how to get away
Okay.
from an alligator.
How about the thunder from down under?
Yeah.
Huh?
So, another one of the weirdest looking animals ever. The kangaroo.
Yeah.
So this is where you're gonna bust out the mixed marsupial arts. Real good.
That's funny.
That's super funny. So this was on BuzzFeed, and I
Okay.
think it's probably the most valuable information I can give you.
Okay, great.
So listen.
Okay.
Number 1, never look a kangaroo in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like all other large dog breeds, kangaroos have very powerful eyes, almost as powerful as their incredibly powerful legs, arms, hands, and washboard abs. Kangaroos never blink, so you will not win a staring contest. They are also startlingly fit and weirdly attractive. Don't fall in love or you'll be crushed.
That's a good idea.
Number 2, protect your groin and neck. Kangaroos love to go for the groin and neck. It's very sweet and delicious candy to them. Except instead of chewing on it, which they may do as well, they will box it until it's fine paste.
Ugh.
By no means should you ever allow your groin or neck to be within arm's reach of a kangaroo. Number 3, never be stupid enough to use a gun. Adult kangaroos are faster than a bullet. Okay, now it's getting really dumb. But yeah, they beware of the pouch. You never know what's in there. So I was telling Kobe, why have we not talked about a kangaroo as a survival ally?
It's perfect animal for
It's
SHTF.
like already has its bug out pouch, a bop.
Yeah.
And
Bop.
you just put like all your weapons and it can follow you and then it'll just beat the piss out of whoever comes after you.
Can you train a kangaroo?
I don't know.
I hope so.
There's got to be, I think we have an Australian or two.
Oh, yeah. Let us know.
Let us know. Can you train?
Can you train a kangaroo?
So, but for reals here, if you ever have a tussle, you basically do treat them kind of like a boxing match. You want to stand like sideways. You don't want to open yourself up. Your shoulders you don't want to be square with them.
Hands up.
Yeah, hands up. And they will knock you silly.
Yeah.
So I'd read a forum of a guy that got in a fight with one, and usually it's dogs that kind of trigger this. It pisses them off.
Yeah.
And they got these huge legs, and they stand up on their tail, and they'll kick you right in the stomach. That's the worst feeling ever.
Ugh.
Like stomach and groin kicks.
Yeah.
But anyway, he got in a little fight with him and got in close and got around its neck and choked it out.
That's a good thing.
It's got little Tyrannosaurus arms.
Yeah.
So it can't it just scratches and claws you.
Yeah.
But once it's out of range, you get in there close.
Yeah.
If it doesn't kick your guts out.
Yep. Well, I think
you get behind it and kind of choke it out.
I think if you watch our video on self-defense techniques, you get in there T position, come
it's
around.
very much like that.
Yeah.
You treat them like a little,
For sure.
kind of like a human.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to watch
Great.
those legs and those tails because they have a lot of power in those.
Tactical kangaroo.
Yep, there you go.
I love it.
So it's not faster than a bullet. That was dumb.
That was dumb.
It was fun the first part, but then it got really dumb.
So here's one that's always plagued me as a person in life: birds. I hate birds.
Yeah.
They're all little bastards. They all suck. There was a year of my life, an entire summer of my life, where all birds did not like me, and they attacked me every single day. Every time I went outside,
They stalk people.
I'm not even joking you. I used to live around the corner from my grandpa's house, and my cousin, they were over there, so I'd walk through the field every day. Every single day,
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling
I
me
would
that.
get attacked by birds. Ever since that summer, I've hated birds more than anything on the face of the planet. Worse than Hitler, worse than Nazis, worse than coronavirus. I hate birds. They're stupid.
They're bad.
So let's talk about birds.
Alfred Hitchcock, that movie's still creepy. They look terrible.
So
props they look horrible, but it's
Andrea Jones, the director of bird conservation for the California chapter of environmental organization National Audubon Society, says attacks are rising.
wow.
The increase we're seeing is because we're encroaching on bird habitats. So there are more bird-human interactions. Joggers in Denver, Colorado have been waving their arms above their heads as they run in order to prevent their scalps from being strafed by red-winged blackbirds. So they're jogging like this with their arms above their head because they're getting attacked so much. It's also a problem outside of the U.S. A man from Prestatyn in Wales was told by his town council to put up umbrellas after he asked the government how to prevent seagull attacks around his home. Crow attacks have been so frequent in Vancouver, British Columbia, that one repeated victim started a website called Crow Tracks for people to report violent incidences with crows.
Wow.
After a postal carrier was repeatedly attacked by a famed crow known as Canuck, Canada Post
Of course they named it
stopped
Canuck.
delivering mail to several homes in Vancouver, citing the danger to its employees. During Australia's swooping season, Aussies share tips for how to avoid being attacked by magpie, including wearing an empty tub of ice cream on your head with eyes drawn on it in hopes of confusing the birds. Some people glue googly eyes or aluminum strips to their bike helmets to ward off attacks as well. Okay, so all birds, they're basically out there to ruin your day and to hurt you, okay?
But there's a really good thing.
What?
They aren't real. So,
That's right. These are all robots.
So there must be some malfunction.
There might be, yeah.
That's probably just
So-
hardware or firmware update.
Yeah, here are some signs that they're looking to kill you.
Okay.
They hover and they clack. Okay?
Okay.
What a bitch move, really, when it comes down to it. I mean, look
They
for
got
them.
wings.
I know.
Such a disadvantage.
They hover around, clacking their beaks and making stupid, scary sounds with their mouths.
They're talking smack.
They're
is what
talking
doing.
smack, yeah. And
Talking clack.
talking clacking, talking back. Beware of crows because they're kind of like the thugs of the bird world.
They are.
They're just mean. Avoid them.
They're really annoying.
Nesting season is bad because if there's eggs or baby birds.
Is that from 6 to 9 on?
Yeah, in the dusk from dark. If you see eggs or nests or baby birds, it's time to just move to another city because that city's taken over. It's done. Okay.
If you see any birds.
Yeah, that's it. Move. Okay. If they attack, here's where it gets the rubber meets the road. If they attack, close your eyes, cover your ears. They want to get your ears. They want to get your eyes. They know what's going to happen. Run, get away, find cover, get under a car, get under anything. Wear hats because hats help. They protect your
Probably
head
be
organ.
wearing like the Elmer Fudd hat.
That'd be a good one.
Protects everything.
Maybe even consider just wearing a helmet when you go outside at all
Or
times.
a fireman's hat.
Fireman's hat would be good. Or
Protect your neck.
football helmet, anything works. Never carry food with you if you're outside. Birds are lazy little buttholes. They want to take your food instead of going and finding their own.
That's true.
So they're going to attack you for your food.
We've given them too much.
It's a problem.
Requiring.
Lots of birds are protected by law, so you have to be careful.
That's what's annoying.
You can't just kill them.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful not to just kill them all. Umbrellas, again, that's a thing that helps. You can also watch The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock, and it could give you some pointers while also scaring you to death.
It is really scary.
So that's birds.
Yeah, that's a good one. They are little buttholes.
I hate them. I hate all birds.
If they all collaborated,
we're dead.
Yeah, there's no defense.
Did you see that video? Was it this year or last
Too
year?
bad they're all fake.
I know. Of that parking lot in Texas where there was like millions of blackbirds or whatever that came into the parking lot.
I didn't see that.
You got to watch it.
Ew.
It's like post-apocalyptic. It's scary, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on with the world?
I don't know.
That's scary.
Okay, move on.
So, I think we're done with the. Yep, we are. So we finished. Now we're going on. Okay, so I feel a little like we're giving tips in the opposite direction. Like we gave you tips of getting these animals to protect yourself. Now we're giving you the cheat codes.
Yeah, to save yourself.
Yeah. So let's go into the first one.
Okay.
Tactical geese.
Oh, gosh.
We've talked about these suckers
a lot.
So geese are total a-holes.
Yeah.
Like they look pretty, they look nice. You walk up to them and they freaking will. They got like velociraptor instincts. Like this
clever girl.
They hiss.
Yeah.
And then they just like peck at your pecker.
They really do. Yeah, you're right.
And so they're terrifying. What you need to do against a tactical goose or geese or geesin is to you need to stare down your attacker. They will learn from your body language that you're a threat.
Okay.
So geese have excellent vision and will be able to perceive where you're looking and how you're reacting to them. So don't close or squint.
What if it's really...
don't.
So sunglasses don't help.
Yeah, no. You want to take your glasses off and mean business. You
Okay.
Stare them down.
Mean mug them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slowly back away. Lowly and slowly.
Slow and low. That's the tempo.
Don't turn your back.
Okay.
They always attack. Like, you've seen people, like, run away, and they're, like, and they try and nip at their ears.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Those pricks, dude.
So, you should already have your football helmet or fireman's helmet on.
They are birds, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyway, stop looking at the goose. So this
I thought
time,
you said we had to
wait,
stare
don't
it
turn
down.
Sorry. Yeah. Don't turn your back and don't stop looking. So you want to keep backing away and don't stop looking at the goose.
Don't stop. Okay.
looking.
Yes. Gosh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm kind of giving some people advantage that already have these tactical geese. Don't act hostile. Don't act like a butthole towards them because they're the butthole.
Okay. Yeah.
Do not hit, kick, or swing at them.
That's so hard.
Yeah. That agitates them more.
Yeah.
It seems like the most natural thing, and it's probably what you'll do.
Yeah.
But try not to do it because it makes them more aggressive.
Okay.
Try to remain neutral. Try to be like a liberal.
They're not neutral.
Yeah. That's true. If the goose flies towards your face, duck or move away at a 90-degree angle and to the direction of the flight, still facing the attacking goose.
I see.
Boom,
Yeah.
To the side. Boom,
Yeah.
to the side. And then just back away.
Okay.
And if you have a shotgun, just shoot it.
That's a good one.
That's the last tip I'll give you.
Okay. Tactical.
Tactical geese are super unpredictable because they could be wearing armor and they could have razor blades on their beaks.
Yeah.
You never know. So
you just don't know what's gonna happen.
But basically, stare that sucker down. Know you mean business, and back away.
It's almost impossible
learn how
though.
to dodge.
The fear that you get, the instant
instantly.
ones there,
Because you're not
Yeah.
expecting to be attacked.
Yeah.
And then they turn into a velociraptor.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, that's tactical. goose.
How about ferrets,
Yeah.
Cam? Because
The feral ferret.
the feral ferret, these things, they're vicious, dude. So the number one tip
Beastmaster is proof of how
Yeah.
mean they can be.
The number one thing I want to tell you is if you see a ferret, it's probably already too late. Okay?
It's true.
Like you've gone past the point where
They're
you can be safe.
Yeah.
You're not safe anymore. Okay? So the first thing you need to do once you see this ferret is you need to look for the signs of the imminent attack, which is coming. They're not just going to be hanging around to not attack. It's their goal, their instincts are to attack humans. So look in their eyes. You can see this. It's like a look of death, basically. the little ferret, basically.
Words get a little slurred at the end of this.
It's hard. It's an
Basically
hour and 15 minutes in.
Run array.
Yeah.
Basically, super sharp.
Super sharp and it's very scaly. The fur on the backs of their backs, they're gonna puff
The
out.
fur?
The fur, yeah. You know they have like
The
that.
little puffy.
Yeah. You're gonna hear
So the
squeaks.
fur's gonna just stand up.
Yeah.
Ah.
You're gonna hear
Don't
these.
they arch?
Yeah, yeah.
Black cat. In Halloween?
Yeah. You will hear these squeaks, and they're just gonna sound like super threatening, like almost suspiciously. That's really close. There's gonna be a smell of like pre-death in the air,
Which
like
already kind of exists.
yes,
Because
it's like this pheromone that they put out. It smells a little bit like ammonia mixed with like a barbecue sauce type smell. So just be aware that's
barbecue sauce. Where'd you get that smell?
Where'd you get that smell? So okay, if they start attacking you, immediately yell as loud as you can. They hate loud noises.
Yeah.
So this is gonna help. And then also you want to confuse them. So the best way to do that, as you yell, do some burpees. Like up and down, up and down, up and down. They don't. They have a hard time knowing exactly where and
What
how
is he
to
doing?
attack.
Is he going down? Is he going up?
Yeah. If they do,
I'll be able to do 3 of those.
that's the problem. But you've been running. You should be okay.
That's true. One run.
The next thing you could do, which is a great defensive move, is turtle your head into your jacket or your shirt. You know what I mean? One of these moves, because they're going to go for your jugular, your neck.
It's true.
And it's just one more thing you got to make that prick go through to get to your neck. So, you turtle.
Tactical turtleneck
Oh my gosh,
is what I would have on.
you're right. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty good. If they do latch onto your neck, you're done probably. But if you do have your EDC with you, flip out your knife, and jam it directly in their beehole. That's the where you want to go. Direct to their beehole. And 90% of the time that's gonna work.
90%. Sometimes you'll miss.
Yeah, so if that doesn't work, pull it out of their beehole and then take that knife directly into your temple, because it'll be a much better death
than getting
eaten
ferreted.
by the ferret. And then the last thing is I made all of this up, so please don't listen to any of this. Okay?
You did an amazing job, though.
So that's ferrets.
I couldn't really make anything funnier.
Ferrets.
Oh, wow. I do not want to come across one of those.
No, man, it's not worth it. I think we should extinguish them all.
I think we should. We should crossbreed them to be like stupider and have health problems.
I like it.
Hamsters.
Oh my
So,
gosh, hamsters.
You are currently raising them for food, but you may want to have them be your ally in raids, scavenging. You want to take them with you.
Home security.
Yeah.
They're great for as well.
So, how do you know if they're going to attack? So, if you come across, I don't know what they're called. Are they called a herd of hamsters?
The horde, I think.
That's true. Be a horde. So, hamsters notoriously like to attack the underbelly. So,
Also, like here?
the first thing they're going to do is they're going to want to get you on your back, and then they're just going to bite the crap out of your chest and your belly. Some of them, they sometimes think the belly button opens, then get in, and then eat you from the inside out. So, don't mess with hamsters. So, first thing is you want to keep your belly pointed down, not up, because you do not want to be toppled. So, hamsters, they wrestle. So, wrestling moves to fighting. If so, this is true. Hamsters really actually do. They do like wrestle, and they try and like get each other on their back. And when a hamster typically gives up, it will just lay. So if they get you on your back, you don't want to be on your back. But if you happen to be on your back, sometimes that's a sign that you're giving up.
Okay.
If they don't crawl on your belly, but then you can fight back, throw them, bite them, squeeze them, and a lot of the times, probably one thing is to get like the alpha hamster, bite its head off like a grenade, and throw it back into the horde.
I've always liked the method of just grabbing it and then doing one of those. You know what I mean?
Little money foo foo, bopping on its head.
Yeah,
that's true.
I like that the best.
And then everything comes out onto the table. Pop,
and then blows out right their beehole, like all the insides come out.
But if you can figure out which is the alpha hamster, and do that to it, there's a good chance you can.
And it's usually the fattest hamster. Is the alpha.
Oh yeah, he might be in a ball cage, protected. So
you're right.
He's probably the one that rolls up.
Okay,
and then all of them come. Anyway, best thing you can do though, if you are on your underbelly and they're biting you and attacking you, is try and crawl into a small space. Hamsters that get defeat, they like to crawl in tubes. So maybe like into a ditch, like
a culvert.
Yeah, or air duct. Crawling it, but you want to back in so your face is out so you can see them coming.
Oh, okay.
Somehow keep your hands up in front.
It's like a Die Hard situation.
You don't want your nose and everything eaten off and your face and your lips.
That makes sense.
Or if they get in your mouth, they could crawl down your throat. So, anyways, hamsters are really weird, but there have been cases of just anaphylactic reactions to a bite. That's actually where the kills have happened.
That makes sense.
So, if they learn how to. Their saliva has a bacteria, sometimes a virus in it. That's for reals.
Yeah.
So they are dangerous.
Hamsters.
Watch out.
The next one is the goat. Okay?
The goat.
And let me tell you
Greatest
something.
Of all time goat,
I actually found a real website. If you go to www.goat-trauma.org, this is a real website.
Did you move that down just because we had goats up higher, huh?
I don't know, did we?
Anyway.
Maybe I did.
This is the best because these
so,
are real life animals.
Yeah, these are real life animals, yes. This website exists, goat-trauma.org. Here's some stats with goats. Each year, over 6,000 people are traumatized by goats in the United States alone. If a child is traumatized by a goat before age 5, he or she is 5 times more likely to become some sort of social deviant.
That's so crazy. I got beat up by goats.
If treatment is received promptly, many of the extremely damaging effects of goat trauma can be cured, though. When given a choice, 4 out of 5 goats will attack a child before attacking either another goat or an adult. So it's the kids that really have to worry about a lot of this.
Rock them.
Yeah, these same goats will choose to assault an adult over another goat more than 3 times out of 5. There are over 50,000 petting zoos in the United States alone. So you got to think about that. The majority of goat traumas occur before age 8 and after age 52. So if you're in that middle range, you're probably going to be okay. In a scientific experiment, 7 out of 10 goats prefer man-made fibers over natural fibers.
That's so weird.
Yep. With the number of goat traumas increasing every year, it has become necessary to take measures to protect yourself. With this in mind, the Childhood Goat Trauma Foundation has put together this list of advice. Never, under any circumstances, turn your back on a goat. This is rule number 1. Avoid petting zoos. The majority of goat traumas occur each year at petting zoos. Stay alert.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Goats are deceitful and can hide just about anywhere. Stay in civilized areas where there have been reports of roaming urban goats. Most attacks by loose goats take place in less populated areas.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Small towns.
Be suspicious of all farm animals. While other animals such as sheep, cows, and horses are not by any means the violent creatures that goats are, Goats frequently lurk within a herd, waiting to take advantage of people's trust in such animals. There have been some reports of goats avoiding the presence of certain breeds of dog, but the Foundation has yet to test this theory. If you must be in an area where goats are present, stay away from the younger goats. Older goats can be slower, allowing more time to escape.
Yeah, arthritis in their neck.
Yep. Wearing earth tones in goat-infested areas may offer some protection from goat attack due to their camouflaging abilities. Goats have learned to climb trees and drop down onto unsuspecting people. Please see the evidence, especially aware in any treed. Be especially aware in any treed goat-infested areas.
That's so. This is real.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit of a
Little
a
funny.
satire site, but it is a real site, so I thought it was funny.
That was good.
Anyways, that's how do you survive animal attacks and surviving animals.
Yeah.
Surviving
I
animals.
hope that helps.
I hope it does too.
I really do.
But today's podcast is brought to you by TacPack, the only monthly tactical subscription box with useful professional grade stuff inside. Use code Casual Preppers and get a free separate bag sent of EDC gear along with your first month's TacPack. Head to tacpack.com, Cameron. Do you want to do the thing?
Oh, talk about.
That's right. So,
not that prepared.
and as we talk about it, let's look at a recent box. The first thing in it is the Rex Silentium muzzle brake.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if you want a muzzle brake, you've just got one.
There you go.
Boom. ABKT EDC folding knife. American Buffalo Knife and Tool.
I like the color of this
I
one.
do too. It's kind of a sexy color, ain't it?
Does it help fight buffalo?
Probably. I would say.
Looks like it's made out of buffalo.
It probably is. So that's cool.
It's like super sharp.
And then you got the dry bag. And I think, is it like a TacPack branded dry bag? I can't remember.
It is.
It is TacPack branded.
Branded.
So that's rad. So you can put your stuff in there and keep it dry from all of the water in the world.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Then you have a pack of 8-inch targets, suitable for both indoor and outdoor use. So that is your latest TacPack.
So good. at
How do you beat it?
getting-
You don't.
can't.
Nope.
There's no way you can find this stuff and get a better deal.
Nope. And then the next box, we actually have another box from Crate Club. Right? Crate Club. The latest Crate Club is full of crazy cool gear. The first thing is the Hot Snot Fire Starter.
I used this.
Did you use
I
it?
should have done a video on it, but I didn't. Yeah, I squirted it all over.
Did it work
Not
well?
very much, actually, and it started right up, and it burns for a while.
Nice.
It's like napalm.
I can't wait to try it. Then we have the Tactica M250 tool kit. It's a nice little Allen wrench. and
So, where do we get it? We got another one of these.
I think maybe in a battle box or something.
I've used this thing more than anything. I
Have
had
you?
my transmission freaking hose pop off and
Mm-hmm.
leak. This saved the day.
Nice.
Super sweet.
Then you have the Pitbull Tactical Universal Mag Carrier. And then,
Got one of these too.
yep,
and
these are
actually
cool.
have it on my kid's Halloween costume today.
Perfect. Tripwire alarms. They're so much fun. These are 22 caliber.
I love tripping people.
I do too.
And
I
there
love
you go.
alarms. These will become.
This makes it way easier than just making your own deal.
It does, yeah.
Way easier.
Super handy during the election, really. And then we have the Blaze Defense BDS-40 Fire Aid MK5 fire suppression device.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a mouthful.
It is. That's what she
Does it
said.
looks like bear deterrent, but it's not.
Yeah, it might though. Might work.
It probably would.
Deter bear.
Probably stop a human.
Probably. And then we have the Crate Club Tactical Mag Pouch. So you got the mag pouch now.
You got two of these.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in there. It's pretty cool. And then the next
Nice.
one I'm super excited about is the Sig Sauer Romeo MSR Red Dot Sight.
Yeah, this thing's pretty freaking
Yeah,
cool. Kobe's going to strap it on. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna
he'll
look.
put it on his gun.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'm going to see how that goes. And then we got the Magula 556-223 loader and unloader. So this will
That's pretty cool.
help you quickly load your mags, which is fun. And then you got the Cricket Provoke knife. This is an interesting knife, man. One of the most interesting I've ever
It's like
seen.
really,
It's a karambit, but it like
really cool ingenuity, like engineering.
Yeah.
To make it look.
pops out all funky. It's interesting, dude.
It is interesting.
It's really cool. So that is the Crate Club for this quarter, and go check them out at crateclub.com. Like, so much cool gear. Like,
It's
tons.
unbelievable what you get in these boxes.
It is. And then we have one more box for you today. This is a brand new one that we haven't yet gotten, and it's called the Prep. Is it
is like-
Prepped Up Box? What is it called? The Prep Box. The Prep Box. And so this one I'm actually pretty excited about because there's not a lot of boxes that are like this. They are. Do you have the thing for this?
I think it's right there.
Right there. Okay, so this is basically a box that's it's for food storage.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
it comes every month. You can check them out at theprepbox.com. And this box was actually really cool. So what are some of the stuff that came in this one, Cam?
We got a 2-pound bag. I really like they're really just like simple, clean bags. This one's 2 pounds of steel cut oak.
And they're Mylar bags, right? So they're long-term shelf life stuff.
Caramel cocoa sea salt tea.
Mm-hmm.
You get like 2 bags of the
oats, yeah.
And then you have dehydrated apples, 2 of those.
Mm-hmm.
You get sun-dried tomatoes, which is sweet. Like,
yeah,
that's stuff you just don't think about.
Yeah,
like cooking, preparing food,
exactly,
making it taste way better.
Mm-hmm.
They had thrown those in. You've got refried beans, and then you've got tortilla mix.
Yeah, so this one was kind of
dehydrated jalapenos, like that kind of stuff.
You could basically make burritos or tacos with this because you've got the tortilla mix, you got the beans, you got the that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then
they've got little spice bags and then some headwear.
Yeah, that's like a face mask, basically I think, right?
I think it's like kind of like a gator.
And so it's a really cool idea. It's something.
And it has a rolling pin.
It came with a rolling pin as well.
You can make your
tortilla.
Yep, you can have Mexican tonight.
So you can go check them out at theprepbox.com. They have monthly subscriptions. They're like $35 a month. If you go to like a 3 to a 12 month, it goes down to 32 or 31.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love the food boxes.
I do too. I think they're fantastic.
They give you a variety to your.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy a bulk of one big. I've got a whole bunch of kind of the same stuff.
Yeah,
so it's nice to get a variety.
And I'm pretty sure that they're on Instagram as well. They're on IG. Let me see.
That's awesome.
So it's the Prepped Up Box on Instagram. Go follow them. Tell them that we sent you there.
So other things that they throw in their box too is preps for home, preps for life emergencies, powdered sauces and mixes, survival tips and recipes.
Yeah,
pretty freaking.
It's great stuff, man. So go check them out. The Prep Box.
It's time for the quick and dirty medical tip.
All right, I got to be real careful here.
Be very careful.
So
there might be nurses listening.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be giving medical tips, but I'm gonna give them. So with the animal bites and stuff, I think I mentioned this before. Kind of the wound care after getting bit. So real basics here. Appropriate wound management is the most important factor for preventing infections in animal bites. Control the bleeding. So direct pressure should be applied to the actively bleeding wounds. Again, with snake bites, you don't want to bite and suck and do all that weird stuff.
Not a good idea.
Clean the wound with soap and water, iodine if you have it, if you're not allergic to it, and then antiseptic solutions. And we talked about a whole bunch of different options there.
Yeah.
But just clean water will be fine if that's all you have. A bottle of water, perfect. One thing you can do, and again, this is disclaimer.
Yeah.
Ultimate last resort, only thing you have to do left. But just like if you're carrying a water bottle, poke a little teeny hole, and then you can put pressure.
Oh yeah.
And irrigate really well. So you just squirt it. Obviously not the most sterile means.
No,
of
but
irrigating.
again, if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you have nothing else, it's 1,000 times better than not cleaning
anything. And all bite wounds need to be cleaned out as best possible. And prophylactic antibiotics, those antibiotics you take to prevent worsening infections. In a scenario where you don't have access to other, medical clinics, urgent cares, ERs, all that stuff, you're probably going to want to use your antibiotics for prophylaxis in this case. Because if you end up with an infection, it's really hard to deal with it if you don't have proper training. So if you do have those antibiotics, this is the time to take them. If you get bit by a cat, if you get bit by a dog, if you get bit by a goat,
ferret,
anything, you want to take preventative measures and start taking your antibiotics. Don't close bite wounds unless they're huge and on the face, but otherwise you leave them open.
Wow.
Some of them can be really deep and you have to make that judgment, but for the most part, they're more likely to get infected if you close them. So keep them open, irrigate them really well, change the bandages regularly, and I would start an antibiotic if you have it.
Good.
That's all I'm putting on there.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's keep it safe.
Let's keep it safe.
Okay.
Keep it clean. All right, guys, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Animal attacks.
Freaking
fun.
Oh, man.
Fun, but not fun.
If I walk out this door and there's a ferret, I will slit your throat and then mine just to get it over with.
Makes sense. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing, and stay survived.